Look, waking up in my city, every day is not promised. Niggas say they 100, they ain't keeping it honest. But I ain't too far different. I got a lot of things on my conscience, got a lot of weight on my shoulders, and got a lot of cash in my pocket.
First question I want to know. First of all, just give just an introduction of who you are and just not only who you are, but your whole movement. Just a general intro about that.
What up? I'm Ace Da Vinci. I'm a Chicago artist, music artist. I rap, I produce, I engineer, I perform a lot. I'm the founder of smartmouf Entertainment. If you've ever seen us around the city, if you've seen a picture like this, that's me, that's who I am. We're an art collective of individuals who do like hella, just, I guess like not just hip hop music, we got a lot of like artists, like rappers and singers and a few dancers and a few videographers, so we're trying to actually build something up out there, Yeah, aside from me, I'm just working on a project called 7 Day High. I've just been performing all last year. And I'm gonna use this year to like execute what I've done last year and just, I've sown those seeds and I'm just trying to like let them grow. So I'm just excited,
Excellent. So now with the smartmouf movement, like is it a clique? Is it a group? Is it like how many of y'all is it?
Man, I don't know. It's like over the vacation, like over the past few months, it's been growing. It's been expanding. I've been allowing it to grow. Before I've been really guarded with who I claim as like family. But lately I've been around some really cool individuals who like shown me something different. And I think if not anything else, smartmouf is meant to represent different. Something that stands out of the norm and that sets a new sound. Like one of my biggest things is trying to make a sound or do what I like to do. And I feel like everybody in smartmouf represents doing what they love to do and not what is happening that's hot right now. And that's so important in hip hop.
Yeah.
On music period, so.
You touched on your sound for a second. Like, how would you describe your sound if you can even put it into words?
My sound, it's soulful. It's smoother than whatever, like than the average sound you hear coming out of Chicago these days. Like I feel, with the drill scene kind of like, with the light kind of shining away from the drill scene now, it turned into more of like the conscientious side of hip hop. I feel like I embody that more. I grew up under the hand of Kanye and Lupe Fiasco and even Eminem and Andre 3000. Like really big inspirations as far as being personable in my music, being able to actually express myself in a real way, and at the same time a very artistic and creative way too. So I care about like the creative process. I care about making the type of music that you want to hear any time of the day, as opposed to just you only play this when you're going to turn up, or you only play this when you miss your ex or something like that. You want to be able to play these songs on your way to work, on your way back home, whatever. That's important to me.
You mentioned Kanye and Lupe. What were some of your biggest musical influences?
Like other than Ye and Lupe?
Yeah.
Ye, Lupe, Atmosphere, which is like a hip hop group from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
I grew up under the underground scene a lot. Grew up listening to rock. I listened to a lot of Linkin Park and Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco, and The Used and My Chemical Romance and The Perfect Circle and Tool, and then Bob Marley and The Wailers and Steel Pulse.
Okay. So you just got all over the place.
Yeah, like I had to find hip hop on my own. Like my parents didn't listen to hip hop. Like as far as Chicago goes, I base everything off radio stations. Like my mom listened to Q101 back when Q101 was cracking. Like
that's a reference point.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand more.
Alternative rock. Like more rock and roll. Like my dad listened to more soulful stuff. He'll listen to the soul music of James Brown. And the Al Green and Frankie Beverly and Mays, and then turn around and listen to P-Funk and turn around and listen to reggae. So
that's some good blends going on.
Yeah. So then when I found hip hop, I'm like, all right, cool, because I respected it. Like my first hip hop album was Puff Daddy and the Family. No Way Out, G. With Victory, with The Sun Don't Shine Forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. That was my cut, G. So.
Okay.
Yeah. longevity, he had the Jay-Z vouch, you know, and it didn't like send him to the moon like people would have projected that it would at first. You know, he was on Blueprint 3, but you know, from Blueprint 3 up until 2014 Forest Hill Drive, his career was kind of like that. You know, people were making fun of him for being too boring. People were doing this and doing that, but his fan base was so loyal, ever so loyal. Like I've seen pictures on Twitter of him posting like, "Yo, I'm in New York. Whoever, you know, tweets me first, I'm gonna go meet them. I'll pull up to him because he rides his bike in New York. I will pull up to you on my bike and sign your copy of 24/6 like that." And he'll do it, and there'll be pictures of him doing it, you know. And that type of connectivity is something that I want to establish with my fan base as well, because I mean, I feel like for some reason, especially when it comes to celebrities, it's like the less accessible you are, the cooler you are, right? It's just like if you only see this person like once a year because they're a hermit or something like that, it's just so exclusive. But if you see them every day, you kind of take advantage of that. So I feel like if you have that buzz to afford to be like exclusive and not accessible at all, and you still are down to earth enough to be accessible, that's rare, and a lot of people don't do that. So I want to make sure that I stay down to earth enough to be able to do that.
Another creative technique I read that you did was naming tracks after sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you come up with that? Like, that's another crazy idea. Where did you come up with that?
The first song I wrote for that project, Sitcoms, was Star Trek, and that was just because the beat was just really, it reminded me of some spacey shit. It reminded me of Pharrell, so, and you know, his label was Star Trek, you know, so I was like, alright, and then like Star Trek, Live Long and Prosper and stuff. And then I ended up doing another song, which is I shot a video for Star Trek, and I shot a video for Boy Meets World. And Boy Meets World ended up being the intro. And I was like, well, I got Star Trek and I got Boy Meets World. I might as well see what else I can come up with. So then I had a few tracks, and I kind of cheated. I had like a few tracks that was already done, and I was like, well, this is a sex song. What can I call this one? Different Strokes.
All this from the guy that doesn't watch TV.
Right.
Yeah, but these are all old school shows. I think like the most new school show.
Classic stuff.
Yeah, I think the most new school show I have on that project might be Third Rock from the Sun, and I was still like a shorty watching that.
Okay, so we brought this up. The audience doesn't know this, so you shared with us earlier that you don't watch TV.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. However, you came out with this mix of all these tracks based on sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you would be, how long ago did you start watching TV?
Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Like
Okay.
when I moved out my parents' crib, I didn't take a TV with me. You know, like it was pretty much like that. Cause I just don't watch it. I'd rather listen to music. I'd rather sit in my room and listen to music all day. I listen to beats, like there's lyrics on them, you know, and I would just like listen to them. That's how I write the way that I write. Cause I'm either gonna write a song right at that moment as soon as I hear the beat, or I'm gonna listen to this beat for like a month or two consistently. I'm gonna iron clothes to this beat. I'm gonna be calling people, and the beat's gonna be in the background. I'm gonna fall asleep to the beat. I'm gonna wake up to the beat until I know it. Like I can walk in the room and know whether or not the beat's about to cut off or it's about to do a drop or something like that, because I really want to learn it. You know, like the same. It's so important. Like the same way like a really good dancer can do the same thing. Like, you know, like the ones who do all the ticks and stuff like that, they have to know every hi-hat, every kick, so that way they can like efficiently move the way that they, you know, that they wish to. I do the same thing when it comes to music. So I don't know, I feel like TV for me at this point is a distraction. It's not conducive with what I'm trying to do as far as like my creative process. I mean, it's cool, like feel free to watch it and stuff.
Oh yeah, we're not knocking it.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
just
like,
more curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to read more. I feel like.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. So does this mean that you're a reader?
I am a reader, like by heart, but I haven't been reading much lately.
You've been so busy writing.
I've been writing and producing. That's
Okay.
all I've been doing lately. I haven't even been performing as much since the new year. I've really been kind of taking a hibernation, like a hiatus, performing. I've just been making appearances and like hanging out at other people's shows, but because last year I performed on average a show a week, because one, I do open mics every week.
Okay.
Between like on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I got invited out to do a lot of shows, like from these open mics, from just me meeting people and hanging out and throwing my music out there. I used to have business cards. I ran out because I was just throwing them out there, and word of mouth started spreading about, you know, how I perform or whatever, so they started wanting me on different shows and different bills, so it's been
That's
cool.
good, man. That's impressive. Now, we talked earlier about music and some of your influences. I'm curious, lately, very recently, like this week or today, who have you been listening to? Who's in your constant rotation?
Who was I listening to?
You better got something new out, or you would?
And I haven't listened to it yet.
Okay.
But he's been dropping so many singles lately, and I'm finally starting to get impressed by it again. Because at first, from Lasers to like recently, I haven't really been feeling a lot of his work. I was kind of but it got rekindled for me when I saw him at the iFest.
Okay, yeah, that was a dope show.
And I didn't realize how much of a big like part of like my life he was until like I saw him live now. And I forgot how he looked because, you know, he been kind of away from the spotlight too. So when he came out with dreads, I was like, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It was real cool. It was like, all right, so I'm not that far off. I feel like I'm in the same wavelength to the people who once molded me. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm someone's Lupe Fiasco at this point. I feel like someone is like, yo, Ace is doing this, so boom, boom. And I don't know. So lately, I've been inspired by the possibility of what's about to happen, by the potential. I've been inspired by the potential of this year. I've been inspired by like the people who I know are listening, and the potential of the people who are waiting, just waiting to see what I'm gonna do next. You know, who won't say anything, but they're just in the cut. Like, all right, so I see Ace is killing it, but let's see what he really does. You know, so that's important.
You slick, Ace. Now, who have you been listening to recently?
Oh. Yeah. Pretty much Saba, Lucky X. I got some music from Roy French on my phone.
Okay.
A lot of my music. Wedo Jansen, which is like one of my artists, he's on my phone. JC and Mel, Gatto. Like these are all like my artists, like my people, my family.
Yeah.
Louis, like I look forward to like hear, you know, Illuminati 3, like, 'cause I love Louis. Louis, I think he's doing some really big shit. I don't know.
No pressure, I'm just
That's
curious.
pretty much it right now. But there should be more music. Didn't Lil Wayne just drop something?
Yes, yes.
Was it good? I don't know.
I was gonna ask you.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Okay.
I just heard that one song he did over that shit. That's the shit instrumental when they thought he was like dissing Birdman. 'Cause, you know, they got that whole little thing or whatever.
Right.
And I didn't like it. He sounded like Young Thug. That's not good.
You can't say he sound like
No,
he was
because
first though.
I know. And when Young Thug came out, I thought that he sounded like Lil Wayne. But now I can hear a difference. And now, because I listen to Young Thug, like I like Young Thug shit. And now I can hear that Lil Wayne is trying to channel Young Thug, trying to ride that. I can hear it.
Listen to the tape.
Alright, I'm gonna listen to it.
So with that being said, what are your views on like, because you said earlier about like how Chicago's like transitioning from drill music to more of that conscious. So what do you think about the duplicate rappers that are in Chicago right now? That are like stealing, I'm not gonna say their names, other like noteworthy artists and styles.
I think that's a problem in Chicago as much as it is in like just the game period. I feel like there's always gonna be like little babies and doppelgangers that's just like, well, you know, they doing this, so we doing that. That's why I put so much of an emphasis on the people who I feel something different from every time I hear them. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy, you know. And it's not crazy because it sounds like something I heard from Future or something I heard from Young Thug. It's crazy because it just sounds different as fuck. Like I think, okay, Travis Scott. Like I've been listening to Travis Scott's project and it sounds a little Kanye-ish, you know, but at the same time I can still hear the difference in like production. In fact, yeah, and in fact, I feel like Travis Scott had more of an influence on Ye. Like, I feel like so much of his production, as far as like how his sound and stuff, that helped shape Ye for Yeezus or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and stuff like that. That's true. But those two like side by side when it came to production. But as far as like, you know, the people who are jocking other people's styles, I know it sounds like conceited, but I wouldn't know because I don't listen to them like that. I have a deaf ear. I can catch it. I'm like, all right, you sound like this person. That's why, like, when you said like Wayne and Young Thug, I'm like, damn, Wayne, like, why are you channeling Young Thug right now? Like, please sound like Wayne. You don't have to do that. Like, you're Wayne, you're you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta sound like
Well, Ace, we both, I'm sure, are challenging you, obviously, to give that whole album a good listen.
I will.
I mean, I haven't even, so I have no judgment. But I'm hoping that Wayne is channeling the Wayne that we all
I was
love.
impressed.
Okay,
Good.
good.
Good
Because
to hear.
Because I was just getting mixed reviews from people that were like, yeah, it's booty, you know what I'm saying? Like, Future going harder than him right now.
Future, nah, that tape is going crazy.
See.
It is going. It's a good time for music. It's a good time.
That's
for music.
good. That's good.
But speaking of new music, what's your what's your next upcoming shows? What's your next upcoming project?
I got a show. Well, my brother Weddle's got a show. I'm focusing on like getting more of my artists out here, you know, because it's not just about me now. So he's got some shows coming up like this Saturday at the Checkerboard Lounge.
Oh, yeah, in Hyde Park.
Yeah. I have some shows in February. Don't really remember the dates.
Okay.
But I'm working on 7 Day High. 7 Day High. It was an EP. I've been getting so many beats and just working on so much stuff. It just turned into an album. It was just like 14 songs. I'm trying to make it as cohesive as possible as far as like sound, but everything. My original claim to it is just 7 days or 7 tracks, and each one is gonna have a different sound because no 2 days are alike, you know. So I wanted to like embody that. Like it's just, you know, one day you might just be on some straight hip hop boom bap shit, and then the next day you might be trapping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know, 8 Ball and MJG and UGK all day. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? But it's been expanding so much that I've been bringing in features, I've been bringing in instruments. I've been recording everything in my crib. I stay out west, so I've been inviting like hella people to come through and just throw in different energies. Like I've been having like some funny ass people say some funny ass skits and shit. Like it's been such a positive collaborative effort that I look forward to dropping it just so that way the people who were a part of it can take it and be like, hey y'all, check this shit out. Like that's what I want. I want it to feel more like a group, like a school project with like different artists than just my work, you know. Everything I say on it is just gonna express how I really feel about whether it's the city, whether it's about, you know, because one day I'm confident and the next day I'm feeling like, damn, I need to get my shit together, you know, and then the next day is, damn, you know, I'm feeling shorty, the next day is like, damn, gee, I just need to be single, I just need to focus on me, like, and this type of contradiction is not really a contradiction, it's life, it's a balance, you know.
Right.
So, and that's what I want to embody in this project of like the balance of life. So, 7 Day High, 7 days, you know, being high 7 days out the week, or your 7 chakras, or, you know, the 7 deadly sins, or the 7 colors in the rainbow, or the seven planets. Because, you know, like in Spanish, actually, like, I didn't know, someone hit me up about this. The planets, actually, either the names in Spanish are named after the planets or whatever, but Mars is Martes, and Miercules is Mercury, and Jueves is Jupiter, and like...
I may have heard that before, but that's an interesting correlation.
Viernes is Venus, I don't know what the fuck that means.
We gotta stop watching TV.
See, we got...
Because we got Obi-Wan Kenobi over here spitting all the truth and the wisdom,
Yeah, I just be talking to people and I just be listening to what the fuck they be saying, because I feel like in the this is like the digital era, right, where everyone's just hella in their phones and stuff. So sometimes you gotta pull people up out their phones and you just gotta talk to them. And it's good because they don't understand how much they've been, because it's the digital era, so whether you like it or not, you're learning something from your phone. You know, even with something like Ferguson. The reason why Ferguson got as big as it did primarily was because it went viral. You know, it wasn't CNN that told us about that. It wasn't, you know, Fox. It was someone or a group of people in Ferguson that had their phones out like, yo, this is fucked up, this is what's happening in my town, and it caught fire. And then it got to the point that it was so undeniable online that it was undeniable in real life. So you can't act like the elephant in the room wasn't there. This type of power in the digital era is like prominent throughout our entire society. So it's like being able to speak to people, like combine that digital awareness with like being able to speak to people one-on-one, and that's your revolution right there. We keep talking about revolution. We need to combine our resources and figure out what we can do to build and continue building. So.
Now, Ace, you seem to be pretty wise, and I consider myself to be a pretty intelligent person. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, very interesting. You got a lot of wisdom for somebody that's 26 years old.
What's some of your favorite places around Chicago? Because I'm sitting here just taking all this in. Excuse me if I seem a little sidetracked and ask you questions. You just are very engaging in your conversation, so it's really dope. But like, what's the average day for you? Like, where can people catch you in Chicago? Like, how do you like to move around? How do you move?
Well, I work, so my 9 to 5. I'm a fundraiser. I'm a canvasser, so
Okay.
yeah. So I fundraise for a positive cause. Like it's called the Human Rights Campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I can contribute in any way, then that's my pleasure. You know, that's what I'm put on this earth to do.
To pay it forward, that's right.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I wouldn't be here speaking to y'all if I didn't pay it forward. If I wouldn't just like fuck it, like I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna just perform. I've done so many free shows, like happily, just because I know that one, my music is good, so y'all are gonna enjoy ourselves when y'all see me perform. And two, this is what I love to do. Like whether it's 20 people or 20,000 people, I'm doing what I love, and can't nobody take that away from me. So.
Well, man, I definitely wish you the best. I feel like 2015 gonna be a huge year for you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your whole movement. You know, wish you the best, man. You know what that.
Sure, man. Now, quickly, make sure you tell everybody where to find you, Instagram, your Twitter, all that good stuff.
Hey, follow me on Twitter, G. It's Mr. Smartmouf. It's Mr. MrSmartMouf. I be on that sometimes, but I really be on Instagram. 7 Day High. It's the word 7. Word day, word high. All words. AceDaVinci.com. My website kind of like hella outdated or needs to be updated. But fuck with it anyway because I got my discography and all my visuals and stuff like that. Yeah, just hit me up, G, like, whatever, come around, flow on. Loud.
Perfect.
Do and the whole life I gotta live up. Share love, keep it positive. To the whole world, play my shit. I don't know if you pray, how you pray, but when I pray, it's like this. I say, God bless the people I love. God bless my mother, God bless my father, God bless the people I love. I know when I die that I'm still alive, so God bless the ones who look up to me and have faith in me and put trust in me. And God bless the people before me. God bless the light in the morning. God bless.